Can I ask why you asked to see me?
Because everyone needs to be put in a picture of what's going on.
What's going on?
I don't know. And that's the God's honest truth. But I am about to find out. Our immediate supervisor is personally escorting the gentleman being brought in for questioning. I'm going to ask that supervisor for clarifications. Because between you and me and us and the others, I think we're about to be bent over. And not in a kosher way.
That's bad. Why?
Because they don't know what's going on. I'm beginning to feel like that Japanese World War II soldier who hid out in the jungle for 30 years not knowing the war was over. Our non-existence has been called into question. What was supposed to be confidential is threatening to become a headline. And people are scrambling to cover their butts.
But we're above board, sir. We've done nothing wrong.
I know that, but reality isn't the point. The blame game isn't rational, it's political.
But what do we have to do with that? We provide valuable, nonpartisan information. We don't do politics.
That won't stop politics from doing you, son.
They're coming after us?
Well, anything's possible. But so what? Have you done everything in a law-abiding manner with the best intentions?
Yes, of course.
Have you used that skill set unique to you? Your ability to worm your way into the confidences of others and then betray that trust? Have you used that only to good purposes?
I wouldn't characterize it like that.
Well, nor would I. I'm just abbreviating. Is there anything you've done that if I was your imam, you would feel the need to confess? And by doing so, feel lighter?
No. Why? Why are you asking? You know I'm by the book.
True. But as you well know, how much do we know of anyone, really, right? Do you mind if I iron when we talk? I can't look creased when the supervisor arrives.
No, please.
One of the reasons I drifted into this line of work after my military stint was that I was just tickled that I could get paid to investigate, to explore us. Us in general. The way we tick. The way we express all those little neuron bursts that add up to thoughts and actions. How we become who we are. Our loyalties, our bonds to family and country. How do you break that and build it up again? You come from an arts background, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Because what we do is an art, Ahmed. Those assholes may think otherwise, but what they don't get is that the people I've assembled here have the same profound love for this kind of investigation as I do. We love unpacking people, so to speak. Like those Chinese boxers or Russian dolls. That infertile memo, just jealousy. They know our worth. Your interrogation of Khalid was remarkable. The way you won him over, spoke his language. That's how you do it.
Speaking of Khalid, why was he transferred? I hadn't finished questioning him. Nasser mentioned...
Determination was made as to his guilt after reading the transcripts. That envelope there outlines our conclusions and a few other things. Like who that mystery sheikh might be who keeps coming up in interviews. Seems another agency might have had him under surveillance after all.
Can I speak freely for a moment?
Well, there's no point in being here if you don't.
Because, I've had this, feeling you've been trying to assess something other than what we've been talking about since I first walked in. That there's been this, kind of unofficial evaluation going on. Has there?
No. Don't break eye contact.
Excuse me?
Let's do that exercise the acting instructor taught us.
The eye contact Meisner technique?
That's the one. Not all those extracurricular courses were a waste. Let's stay on the same wavelength.
Okay. So, would I be right in thinking that you've been trying to get a read on me? To see how I'd react? So that I feel everything from my body language to my vocal inflections has been under scrutiny?
That's the trouble with what we do. We read too much into even harmless things. We imagine conversations going on beneath other conversations when really, we're meaning exactly what we're saying.
Which is, what, to clarify?
Let me ask you this. How much pressure do you feel being one of only 2 Muslims on the compound? Is that an issue for you?
No, not at all.
You feel singled out? The butt of jokes?
I feel very much a part of the team. There's no problem.
As one of only 3 African Americans here, I can relate.
I'm fine.
Is your interrogation of fellow Muslims eating away at you?
No.
How could it not?
I'm dealing with it. They're bad guys. I feel good about what I'm doing.
Well, then why do you feel disengaged from the group dynamics here? I've had reports from various sources.
I don't believe this.
Do you, and be honest here, harbor resentments towards the people you work with? You gnash your teeth at night. The dental reports say you're wearing down your enamel.
You looked at my dental reports?
Perhaps pissed off at what people do here.
Forcing you to outperform them. You know what they say. Sometimes the last person a black man wants to be arrested by is a black cop, because that officer probably has something to prove.
I don't believe this. I don't hang out, and these are the conclusions?
It comes back to love, Ahmed. To whom do you show allegiance? Well, let me put it this way so we can all relax. Do you feel torn up enough or resentful enough? Nursing a deep antipathy to your coworkers, perhaps even a self-hatred, which you then try to erase by seeking the approval of your higher-ups, which in this case would be the incoming review board, who may have asked you to report on what you see here. Spy on us, and by so doing achieve that much sought-after pat on the back, which we all thirst for.
Fuck me.